Hello, this is Unknown Variable 6, making a quick video response to Son of Thorhammer. Basically, I agree with what you have to say in a lot of your videos. These individuals do participate or partake in a lot of questionable behavior. Though a lot of it's not illegal, it's definitely unethical. It's very unethical. Now, as far as dropping someone's personal information, I would not say that would be illegal. However, the defamation is illegal. I'm not going to press charges on them for that. I knew it was coming. I expected it. I actually drew them into that. They don't really understand what has happened to them. However, I do and others do. So that's really the point. The point is to let everybody else see who these individuals are, how they attack, and who they attack. They attack people who they perceive as being easy targets. They go out and they actively seek out people who they believe are of lower intelligence levels than their own. People who have lower intelligence levels than their own. That's what they target specifically. Now, they came back at me because I didn't really have much of a choice, because I called them out on what they were doing. And I led them the entire time. Every argument they put out, I destroyed. Have you not noticed that? You can look through some of the old videos on my Here Be Monster 7 channel, and you can clearly see that. They've taken a lot of the videos down off of their channels. My point is made for me. They don't want people to see themselves being defeated in an argument on this scale. Like, for example, the Brian Rich video, when Mr. Dark Zodiac came out and said that Here Be Monsters is Brian Rich. I saved a copy of that video. He deleted it. As soon as Brian Rich set up his YouTube account and started making videos, Mr. Dark Zodiac deleted that video in order to try to cover that up. Cover up the fact that he's a fool, that he's a moron. So, they'll go out and they'll try to find people who have intelligence levels that are less than their own. Victor Fox going after Justin Bieber is a prime example of this. Justin Bieber's not Justin Bieber, I'm sorry. Jared Milton is a Justin Bieber fan who's 15 years old. And Victor Fox, Forrest, saw him as an easy target and thought he'd be able to go and hammer him pretty easily. And he did so, and I called him out on it, and he was very upset about that. He was also very upset when I determined that he had used his own daughter's voice in the fake email video, the fake Crazy Girl 1172, the fake Crazy Girl email. For those of you who are not familiar with the Crazy Girl email, what they did was they took an email, copy and pasted. They took Photoshop, they pulled the sender out and put Here Be Monster 7 in there, used the wrong avatar photograph. So people were able to spot it as a fake very quickly. I mean very quickly, within 8 hours. However, they claimed that this was all their goal, that they only wanted it to be up for 8 hours. They only wanted people to believe it for 8 hours. Yeah, you don't go through that much time and effort for 8 hours. I'm sorry, fellas. You can lie, you can claim that it was all your goal and it was all part of your plan, but we all know that the reality of it is that you're too stupid to do it right. And so I really wanted to come out and make that response, just to kind of reglaze over everything. And it's very interesting, Son of Thorhammer, that you mention that these people are trying to draw things off topic, because that's what they do when they're in a discussion, when they're having an argument with someone. They know at some point, as everyone does, they're not intelligent as this person, so they can only hold this up for so long. And for the amount of time that they did hold up, they didn't hold up very well. I mean, their arguments were basically card houses. You could flip it and it would just fall over. They had no foundation. You have to have a foundation for your argument to build it up. The whole structure of their argument had no foundation on almost every case. So, like Mr. Dark Zodiac trying to claim that Satanism, the satanic worship, Satanism, things like that, were not occult in nature. That is part of the occult. I'm sorry. It is a cult. Satanism is a cult. Claims it's not. Claims it's religion. No, it's not. Tried to go up and bring up some different resources that were basically the equivalent of wikis online. I actually went to the Encyclopedia Britannica and was able to define Satanism as a cult. So these are the types of things that I'm talking about. They know that they can't hold this up for very long, so they have to basically assassinate one's character using the ad hominem attack. That's what the term ad hominem means. You're attacking the person, not the argument. So what they've basically done is when they cannot win an argument, when they see that there's nowhere else to go, they resort to dropping a person's personal information or making false allegations against them, the fake email. That was how they planned to beat me. That was the only way that they could come close to even beating me. And if they had done it right, they would have come closer than they had. But they didn't do it right, did they? So they failed. They failed at holding an argument. And they failed at ad hominem, which is really pretty pathetic, if you ask me. I mean, ad hominem is not something that's difficult to do. I mean, something as simple as making sure that the accounts and everything, that the dates lined up and that made sense. Things like making sure that you had the right profile image. These are things that are just elementary in nature that they should have been able to figure out relatively easily, and they were unable to do so. So these are the people that they are. This is the limits of their life. I know Forrest is at least in his late 30s. So here's a man who's like 40 years old, for all intents and purposes, who's really going online and playing these high school games still. He has not progressed out of the high school mentality psychologically. He's still stuck in adolescence. And Mr. Dark Zodiac as well. These two people have reached a barrier in life, the upward barrier of maturity, and they've hit a ceiling, and they can't get past it, like the rest of us. So, this is my argument in short. And once again, I do agree with a lot of what you say, Son of Thorhammer, as well as others. And the idea that they tried to attack Mondegraph just for saying that the video was fake, all Mondegraph said was, this email's fake. Whoever did this didn't do a good job. And they attacked him for it. And they used ad hominem attack against him as well. All he did was say this thing isn't real. He didn't say anything bad to them, so to speak. Really, he was saying more bad toward me. He was meaner toward me than he was toward them. I mean, every time he came on cam, he referred to me as herpes monster. Which I thought was funny. I did. I thought it was funny. And these other guys, all they could do is attack him. Because he was saying, though, I don't like herpes monster. Herpes monster is not a pedophile. And this is why. This is why the video is fake. So, keep up your ad hominem attacks, and I'll keep destroying you guys if you care to keep it up. I mean, I'm willing to if you are. If you want to leave, I'll leave you alone. Choice is yours.